The following broadcast of Funny Sports on VAC TV is supported by Joseph's Restaurant.
3, 2, 1.
Touchdown, Stillwater! Look out. Beautiful! And one! It belongs to Storm! From Stillwater Area High School wrestling is on the air. It's an interstate battle between the Stillwater Ponies and the St. Croix Falls Saints. Alongside Tim Shiggin, my name is Ted LaRue. Tim, this Stillwater team enters this duel, the second-ranked team in the state. St. Croix Falls, though, are no slouches themselves. They have about 6 wrestlers. They are ranked in their individual weight classes. They're ranked in the top 12, especially their heavyweight at 285. Tanner Gaffney is number 1 in the state. So this one might be a little bit closer than we think tonight.
That is very true, Ted. We were kind of talking about a lot of the Stillwater players. They're going to end up, they ended up kind of adjusting weights a little bit. So they're going to be kind of in their different weight classes. We're going to have to see how they stack up with those numbers in the match today.
The initial lineup has in, you mentioned some classing up. Matt Hogue, who is at 120. He'll move up to 126, and we'll get the official starting lineups here in a moment. But there's other, Trey Cruzy is another one as well that moves up from 145 here to 152. So there's a little bit of shifting around. Undefeated Reed Ballantyne, who has been the talk of this program the last couple of years, also will not be in the lineup, as well as Josh Pachowski, who's at number 2 in the state at 195. So it should be a good one here tonight between Stillwater and St. Croix Falls. As both starting lineups being introduced tonight, we are live on Xfinity Channel 15, locally and streaming around the world at our website, vactv.org/live. Tell your friends, let them know what's going on here tonight as well. St. Croix Falls gets ready to take on Stillwater here this evening. This is a Stillwater program that last year state runner-ups in the state tournament, as in the team tournament against Shakopee. 1 and 2 are the same this year with the Sabres and with the Ponies. And this is a very good lineup. A lot of wrestlers that you saw from last year: Cruzy, Carlson, throwing the Rogotskis, Ryder, and Roman, of course, Reed Ballantyne. This is a program that could possibly make it back to St. Paul.
That is very true, Ted. And also one thing to think of is a lot of these, this is some of their very first match-to-match competitions. We've seen a lot of triangulars from both of these teams so far, a lot of invitationals, so they might actually be able to have even a little bit more power knowing that they only have one match to wrestle tonight.
Exactly. That's a big thing. I was talking to head coach Tim Hartong, assistant coach Rich Keller, and this coaching staff, and they said, honestly, we haven't had a lot of duels on the schedule, especially here in Stillwater at home, so I think that's going to be a big thing as well. A lot of triangulars, as you said, on the schedule, quads, invitationals, but having a rare duel here at home. So we'll see what happens. So that might be a big reason why guys like Ballantyne and Pachowski have been out, because when you're wrestling a tri, you're wrestling a quad, you're going, you've wrestled in high school, and when you go back to back, sometimes back to back like that, it's difficult. It's difficult to be able to continue to do that in one night.
That is correct.
As both lineups getting introduced here, some wrestlers to keep an eye on here for St. Croix Falls. For the Saints, as we said, at 285, Tanner Gaffney, number 1 in the state in WIAA Division 3. In Wisconsin Division 3, they have 3 classes / divisions, just like Minnesota. Division 3 would be the smallest of the 3 for the small schools over there in Wisconsin. Tanner Gaffney, number 1 in the state. Another number 1 at 145, they have Cole Marco. So check out for him at 145 and keep you updated here. At 106, we start first.
Players are checking in at the bench right now. Right before the match, they do get an official weigh in with the officials from the Minnesota State High School League.
So Dylan Doffenbach will wrestle here at 106 for Stillwater, and Luke Thammert in at 106 for St. Croix Falls. Thammert, a senior, ranked 4th in his weight class in WIAA Division III, as we are underway at the stable in Oak Park Heights. Stillwater versus St. Croix Falls Wrestling here tonight. Looking to get those shoulders down. Tried to hook the one leg. Early points, 2-0 in favor of the Saints. Pretty even so far.
Stillwater is definitely holding its own right now.
Yep.
St. Croix trying to turn him over on his back for the takedown.
Yeah, you see Thammert there. They've been pretty even so far, but Thammert with a slight edge here as now he controls the match. Thammert looking to hook that arm. She's got it locked in pretty well. But you can see Doffenbach has it locked in as well.
Stillwater has been on the defense for this first 59 seconds of the first round. So far, St. Croix Prep has...
St. Croix Falls.
St. Croix Falls, I'm sorry. I get it mixed up. We have a St. Croix Prep here in Stillwater. St. Croix Falls, I'm sorry, already has 2 points for the first takedown.
And the official was pointing to his wrist, so we might have
a little bit of cleanup here.
Yeah, a little bit of cleanup here. But so far in this one, pretty even for Doffenbach and Thammert. Can a break like this help someone like Doffenbach, who has maybe been on the short end so far in this match?
Definitely, yeah, for sure. It's especially having a quick takedown, and he played defense that very first minute, and it looks like they're going to take an extra few minutes as they're going to wipe away his hand a little bit and possibly bandage him up a little bit. But yeah, definitely, he kind of knows what to expect. Going into this next minute of the first round.
So 1:01 there you see left in the first period. Of course, 3 3-minute periods should we go the distance. That's how they do it here in high school wrestling. And here we go again. Looking for that single leg, looking to twist it back. Good defense, though. Doffenbach trying to grab a leg himself, but Thammert once again takes control. And sometimes when you get control like this, this thing can go the entire 9 minutes. And sometimes it's a slow, methodical pace that Thammert might be playing right now.
That is very true. Yeah, Stillwater's right now trying to get the breakaway. St. Croix Falls did not get any points for the takedown on that one, so it's still 2-0.
Now remember, an escape is worth 1 point in this situation. And they didn't quite award it to him there, as Thammert still hung on as they got outside the circle.
This is good for Stillwater to reset in the middle as well.
Yeah. So reset once again, looking to turn quickly, but Thammert grabbing the inside that ankle on the left leg of Doffenbach as we approach the final 10 seconds here of the first. Looking to escape and get that point. No, he says they went back and forth, and it was enough for Thammert to re-control possession after the first. 2-0, and I think the big thing in this one is I think if Doffenbach can roll it over and get the escape, he might have a shot, but that's been tough so far.
That is very true, and now Stillwater has the advantage at the start of this match.
So now we'll see exactly just how much, trying to get that takedown, trying to pull him down, use that upper body strength. Thammert comes to his feet looking for that single leg takedown. They go down, no points on that. There's 2. 4-0 in favor of Thammert. The scoreboard on your screen will read the team score here this evening. We'll keep you up to date with the match score as this duel progresses. There you can see wrenching on the elbow. Doffenbach had the moment, but it looks he was so close to being able to get some points there. But great job by Thammert, once again in control, looking to burn that clock.
That is very true. Yeah, Stillwater once again in a defense position. And St. Croix Falls is only 4 points ahead. I mean, that is easily re-earned again by Stillwater.
As you said, a 4-point differential is not that much. You get a reversal
there it is.
and a takedown, and and you're tied just like that. Looking for that pin, got him down. Official stops the count.
Great move by Stillwater there, trying to roll to his back to be able to pin St. Croix Falls.
Yeah, there's Doffenbach. His shoulders, though, in a precarious position. Remember, if you're within 4 inches of the mat, the count starts from the official. 30 seconds left in period number 2. He's trying to get up to his knees, but Thamert trying to keep him pinned against the ground. There's 3 in favor of Thamert, and it's a 7-0 lead in the final 10 seconds here of the second period.
I think Stillwater's just going to hang on here until the end of the second.
Now remember, as the final seconds here tick down, so after 2, a 7-0 lead for Thamert in this one right now. And as we said, I mean, if you can get a quick takedown and get some quick points, you could work your way into this match, but it seems like he's going to need it early in this 2-minute period.
That is correct. They start standing. Stillwater's going to need to have the takedown here to be able to regain the control.
So 2-minute periods. I misspoke. I think I said 3 minutes. As they're back up to an upright position. Looking to go low for the takedown. They separate. And you can see Doffenbach looking to go low. Paza looking to grab those legs, a double leg takedown and get some points. But once again on the offensive, Thamert 2 more points and it's 9-0.
Stillwater still trying to just hold its own position here. Has been on defense probably 95% of this match.
Yeah. Yeah, now this is a situation for Thamert where you just got to keep him down, keep doing what you've been doing this entire match.
Going to reset here. We have 3 feet outside of the match. Or of
outside
the circle.
The circle, yep.
Yes.
Just about a minute to go here. Remember, if one wrestler gets up by more than 15 points, that is the tech fall. So we'll see if we get that here in the next 55 seconds. But in the meantime, got that leg pinned. Doffenbach trying to fight to his feet. He's got one leg up, looking to rise above that 45-degree angle. But Thamert keeps him down. As you know, there's been peaks of where Doffenbach looks like he's going to come to his feet. But just at the last second, Thamert keeps him down.
Definitely, yeah. St. Croix Falls, as you mentioned, very strong in this weight class for the state.
Thamert number 4 in Division III at 106 coming into this one. With 15 seconds left in the period. You can see he's still fighting, maybe wants to get a few more points out of this, but this is going to be an easy win for Thamert. It's going to go the distance. But an impressive showing by Thamert and gets the win at 106. And that will put St. Croix Falls ahead 4-0 early. This was a dominant performance by Thamert. Slow, methodical pace. It gets the job done in a 9-0 win.
At that point, Stillwater just needs to try to just play defense and not get a pin. Only 4 points on the board for St. Croix Falls to start off. Thankfully, it wasn't a pin. That's quite a few more points.
Sam Bethke will wrestle here for Stillwater at 113. And it's Josh David Sayer, the sophomore, at 113 here for St. Croix Falls. And we're underway. Looking for that single leg. He's got it hooked in. Now the head. There's the takedown, 2 points. There it is.
Quick start for Stillwater there, as now he is pushing in the side, trying for the rollover.
Quick start. Got the leg from the upright position, takes him down, and then almost a carbon copy of last match, except Stillwater now in control. Got the position, wrenching on that arm, got it behind the back. An early 2-0 lead for Stillwater. Here at 113 pounds.
kind of reverse roles from the 106 match. St. Croix Falls just in a defensive mode.
Once again, this is Josh David Sayer here for St. Croix Falls, sophomore. At 113. And once again, targeting the arm, looking to get it behind. 50 seconds remains here in period number 1 of this match. David Sayer trying to work to his feet. He's got one outside the circle. It's dragged back in.
You can see St. Croix Falls is trying to inch closer to getting out of that circle and should be there really close. He's pulling.
Trying to get outside. There it is. Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of credit there to Sam Bethke, getting him, forcing him to not necessarily have his opponent go on the offensive as we take a look at that replay. Good single leg takedown to start this thing off, but definitely on the defensive, David Sayer was there. As we reach the final 15 seconds here of the first period of this one, looking to get him down, turns him over. He's got those two arms locked. 2 points there for St. Croix Falls. I believe that's the reversal. Got his back, looking to turn him around. He's got one shoulder, and that's it. Josh David Sayer turned that around awfully quickly, and he was dominated that entire period.
That was a fantastic move by St. Croix Falls, and if you would have had another few minutes, this match could have been could have had an early end.
Well, that's why we have 3 periods. Put 2 more minutes on the board here in the second. And right out of the gate, he's got that single leg. He took him down chest first, so it remains 2-2. In control, chest to back, looking to turn him over. Good job by Bethke on the defense, not allowing it to happen. .90 seconds to go, and we saw just if one wrestler can control a match the entire time, but if one guy flips him over on a reversal, things can change in the last second.
It can happen so fast. They're almost outside of the mat here, and there it is.
Wanted points on the flip over. As we take a look at the replay. There it is, the one leg. That was early in the match, or early in the period, I should say. Remember, score 2-2 between these two. Josh David Sayer for St. Croix Falls, Sam Bethke for Stillwater.
A little bit of instruction from the ref.
Right away. And we'll do it again.
No points for that takedown. That was a false start.
Once again, looking for that single leg.
Another takedown. It looks like it's going to be awarded to St. Croix Falls.
No, we stay 2-2. Looking to come up, looking to turn him over on the reversal, but just couldn't get enough leverage to flip him over. David Sayer stays in control with 50 seconds to go here in the second. And they're both up, looking for the escape. They still got it locked in, looking to turn it over. There's the escape.
That is going to put Stillwater in the lead.
Bethke in front, 3-2. Now he's looking to go the offensive, looking to put him back over on his shoulder, on his head, turn it around for 2 on the reversal. David Sayer in front, 4-3. And you just saw how quickly things can flip. As soon as you think Stillwater's got the momentum, David Sayer gets out of it with the reversal.
That is correct.
And he's up 4-3 in this one. Looking to climb out of the circle because he's got that locked in. Elbows around the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. There's the escape, and that'll tie it up going into the third. That is a big, big point in the final seconds because now you've got a tie score. We'll see if that could come back to play a pivotal part in this match. Here you look at the reversal, or I should say the escape. Earlier in the match.
You can see the head coach from St. Croix Falls kind of cleared the bench asking why the release so early.
And now it's Bethke in control. Minute 45 to go. There have been times like this where we've had stalemates. But I pause here for a minute. Looked like they were going to get some points. But when there has been points, it's been quick, it's been exciting, and it's been back and forth. Looking to turn around. He's got it locked in. If he can get him to an upright position, he might be able to position to get points. Trying to flip him over to get his shoulders on the mat.
We have not been close to a pin really any of these three matches. It's definitely going to come down to points.
Both wrestlers that have been in the defensive position so far have been doing a good job keeping in that defensive position, not allowing them to be flipped over onto their shoulders. Flips it over, one shoulder on the mat. Ref starts the count. There's the shoulder. The count continues.
40 seconds left.
He got it off the mat.
That's going to be 3 points.
That's a big 3 for Bethke. 30 seconds remain in this match. Stillwater looking to respond after surrendering 4 points in the opening weight class at 106. 20 seconds to go. You just got to avoid the reversal, because once, if he can get out of this with an escape and a reverse, that's 3 points back the other way.
It'll be quick. Stillwater's just trying to hold his own right now, under 10 seconds. 5
seconds. Bethke's got it locked in. David Sayer trying to get up to his feet. Not going to be enough. Sam Bethke takes this one home at 113. And it's 4-3. 3 points for that victory for the Ponies. And an exciting one, 7-4. The difference in that one was the escape late in the second period, and they carried that momentum over with that near fall.
That is correct.
And for the Ponies, Eli Wilson.
As you can see the highlights here, Stillwater definitely had control throughout most of this match as we start the 120 class.
4-3. We're at 120. Eli Wilson here will wrestle for Stillwater.
With the decision of Saints lead 4-3.
Taking on Mason Will here at 120. Mason Will checks in at number 12 in WIAA Division III in his weight class. Eli Wilson, originally listed at 113, moves up to 120, weighing in at 121.8 here tonight. No points yet here in this match. It's more as we get to about the halfway point. Here at the first period.
Stillwater's looking for the takedown.
Oh, good job staying on his feet. Avoiding the takedown there, Eli Wilson.
There goes St. Croix Falls looking for the takedown. Stillwater holds him strong.
As you get heavier and heavier throughout the weight classes, you're going to see a lot of more upright wrestling.
And right before you kind of get to the heavyweight, you're going to start seeing several, not bigger players, but just taller players, which plays a very big difference.
They're locked in head-to-head, shoulder-to-shoulder. 35 seconds, no points have been tallied yet here in this match. They separate once again. 15 seconds to go. Both wrestlers trying to get there, trying to go low. Good defense by Wilson. Avoids the double leg takedown. He's trying to get position himself. He's got a little bit of leverage, trying to go low. Nothing doing there. Mason Will, and we're scoreless at the end of one.
Both of them saw. I'm sorry. I was just kind of trying to overhear what they were what they were asking for there. Both of them saw very strong attempt takedowns.
Yep.
Nothing though. They're gonna false start here, so they're going to reset. And Stillwater's going to start on top. So it'll be a great chance for them to get a quick 2 points for the takedown and take the lead here.
And they're back to an upright position. Will looking to escape. Oh, look, and he had him up for a moment. Looking for that takedown. Good defense. Got his knees down.
And St. Croix falls with the release. That's going to be a point. First points on the board.
So Mason Will, the sophomore here at 120, will take the advantage. 1-0 here early on. Both wrestlers pushing to outside the circle.
Stillwater goes for the takedown. St. Croix falls quick on their feet. And they are locked shoulder to shoulder.
Not a lot going on here so far in this one. It's been a pretty even one. Looking to go low. Both wrestlers have defended well. I mean, both of them have gone multiple times for the double leg takedown. But we get into a similar situation as to what we're seeing now. Outside the circle, they'll reset it with 41 seconds left in the second.
They're going to restart standing. We see a replay of that 1 point the Stillwater Falls, or St. Croix Falls ended up getting with the release. Kind of seems like Stillwater might have let that release happen, hoping for 2 points with a takedown. I don't know if that was the best move because they're both holding their own, and neither of them have been able to get a takedown now with almost 2 minutes, or 4 minutes total in this match. There it is.
There's two, and it goes in favor of Mason Will, 3-0. As we said, Mason Will, number 12 in the state of this weight class in Division III in Wisconsin. That'll bring things to the end of the second period. Will with a 3-0 lead as we take a look here at the replay.
And you can see Stillwater right now looking at the bench, trying to get some advice from the coach.
There was the escape. That was the 1 point.
The head coach for St. Croix Falls asking for some clarification really quickly from the ref.
3-0 lead here for Mason Will. Looking to get up right away with Eli Wilson.
And
gets
a quick release. Put some points up on the board for Stillwater.
That's 1 point on the release. It's 3-1. 2 points. It's a very close differential in wrestling. Minute and a half left in this final third period as they release.
Stillwater needs a takedown to tie, and St. Croix Falls needs this to stay in the lead.
Good defense. And outside the circle. So they'll reset with 1:07 left in the third. Yeah, both Wilson and Will have defended well against the takedown. Of course, Will got that one in the second period as they both escaped here.
You can definitely tell they're both getting tired. You can definitely see it right in their face. They were pretty scrappy right at the start of this, and
looking to go low. Good defense. They separate. A lot of separation here between these two, whereas in other matches there's been a lot of control, a lot of holds. 35 to go here in the third.
Come on, Eli, fire it up. Let's go.
Upright position. They separate again.
Stillwater needs this takedown here. 22 seconds left.
20 seconds. Looking for that takedown. Back to an upright position. 15. He knows what he's got to do to tie this one. trying to get underneath, but good defense by Mason Will with 5 seconds to go. Upright, and Will defends, and they're going to win this one. That one was all about defense. I think as the latter stages, of that match progressed, it was about defense, because I think he knew, hey, he's got to get 2 points. He's got to get the takedown. And Mason Will had to do everything to defend that situation.
That is very true. Yeah, that one was kind of unusual, where we only saw one takedown, 2 quick breakaways.
Yeah.
Kind of unusual from the other 2 that we saw just strong defense.
It'll be Matt Hogue here for Stillwater at 126. Matt Hogue, number 3 in the state of Minnesota at 120. He's wrestling here at 126.
Stillwater picking him up, looking for the takedown, going to get 2 points.
Nice takedown right away, getting that early advantage. Early advantages have proven to be very important here in this one. There's an early 2-0 lead for Hogue in this match at 126. And Hogue's got the position. That arm is hooked in. And it's tough to do anything when your arm is wrenched back like that. Both of them twisted like a pretzel, got those shoulders down. This one might end pretty quick. And he rolls over. Did enough to roll over on that one shoulder, rolling back and forth. Hogue trying to get him back down. So just a 2-0 lead for Hogue.
Stillwater had him in a great position, still does, just trying to push down that shoulder and trying to hold so that he does not reverse.
Yeah. Now he's turned over. Hogue looking to use the leverage to turn him back towards the mat. Official down, looking for the count. There it is.
There it is.
By fall, Matt Hogue puts the ponies in front 9-7. Another look, and this is what got him on the mat.
Only took Stillwater a minute 30 in that entire class to be able to get that pin.
And Matt Hogue, as we said prior to this, number 3 in the state of Minnesota at 120. And you get, when you've got the arm wrenched in like that, as you see in the replay, arms down, you're almost a fat push.
The 126 weight class now.
Javon Tashik here for Stillwater. Early 2 points for Tashik. And it's Sam Glenna here for St. Croix Falls.
The team scores 9-7 in favor of the ponies.
Stillwater lets St. Croix Falls get up on that one, hoping for another takedown to gain a point on his opponent.
Sometimes you got to give up a point to get 2. As 2 points for a takedown for Tashik, and he's up 4-1. Tashik, number 4 in the state at 126, and as we progress here throughout this duel, you'll see just how many top-ranked wrestlers in some of these Minnesota weight classes that Stillwater has. And when you see those numbers and those rankings, it's no surprise that they sit at number 2 in the state as a team. Looking to turn them over. Javon Tashik, official starts the count.
Another 2 points.
Tashik takes a 5-point lead, 6-1. And they're out, so they'll get back to the center.
Stillwater once again going to be starting on top. 44 seconds left first round.
40 seconds now to go. Tashik has been in control this entire time. As you mentioned, the escape. They let him escape to go for the takedown. And there, speaking of takedowns, rolls him over. Doesn't quite get the points that he wanted on the board. 20 seconds left here in this first period. Chest to the mat.
St. Croix Falls been playing defense this entire round.
Oh, great turnover. Oh, almost got him over. All the way over with that one leg. He's trying to do it again to the other side.
There he is on one shoulder so far.
Trying to twist him over, and that's the end of the first period. And I don't think there was a more beautiful sound than that buzzer for St. Croix.
That is very true. Yeah, the only 1 point he got is when Stillwater released him for the release. But now it's St. Croix Falls is going to start on the offense.
Yeah. There's Glenna, the sophomore. Here in the second period, it's a 6-1 lead for Javon Tashik. Tashik looking to reverse this, get out of this situation. Trying to peel his hand. He's up to 2 feet. And he escapes for a point. He's up 7-1.
Stillwater so far has been getting 2 takedowns on this round. And we'll see if he can get a third. Strong point lead right now, 7-1.
Tashik looking to go low. Instead, they both come back up to 2 feet. Escapes. A minute to go here in the second. Looking for that double leg takedown. He's got it wrapped on one. Twists them over. There's a couple of points, and he's looking to end it. Official starts the count. He's got him locked in.
One shoulder down. 45 seconds left. Still plenty of time here.
9-1 lead for Tashik. And he's going to get 3 out of that near fall. 12-1 lead for Tashik.
Come on, Javon.
Tashik has no doubt controlled this one so far. And 3 points for that last near
Once
fall.
again, back on one shoulder.
Yep. Official counted there briefly, and he starts it again. Got it locked in. He got out of it just in time, and that will end the second. 3 points for that near fall, and a 15-1 lead for Tashik. So if I'm not mistaken, you might need one more point, and you'll get yourself into tech fall territory. Tashik will start on the defensive right away. Here at 132. Tashik rolls him over for 2. 17-1 Stillwater. Looking to get out of it. Looking
reversal. Both of them are on the mat.
Oh, he's got full control, full leverage. Looking to get his shoulders on the mat. Tashik.
Stillwater Falls holding his own. Trying to turn back around. The ref watching closely.
Tashik's got him down. Now once again, comes up, and that'll do it. Dominant performance for Javon Tashik. Tech fall. And the Ponies will take a 14-7 lead here in this one. And Tashik was in control, and he did a great job getting that tech fall and a 17-1 victory in that one.
That is definitely true. Yeah, Stillwater was on offense the entire time, which means the St. Croix Falls was on defense. The only 1 point he got was when Stillwater released him for a takeaway.
Owen Bothelette will wrestle here for Stillwater.
Come on, Owen.
As he's looking to get some leverage here at 138. It's Austin Opal, the sophomore for St. Croix Falls. Ponies with that 7-point lead on the team scoreboard. No score yet here in this individual match, except for now we get 2 points.
It's going to be a reversal for Stillwater there. Stillwater's going to trying to spin him around.
Ponies in front, 2-0.
Come on, Owen.
As Owen continues to look for leverage, turn him over, maybe for a few more points. Under a minute to go here in this opening period of this match at 138.
Don't go. Keep going. Keep going.
Stillwater still working on him. St. Croix Falls, I think, is just waiting for the time to run out. He still has 32 seconds left. He has some time to
Turn
go.
him over. If he can turn him over, he might be able to write this one off early. 20 seconds to go.
St. Croix or Stillwater got that leg released from St. Croix Falls. So 10 seconds left.
Owen in control. Back up to his feet. And that'll do it. So 2-0. I don't think the scoreboard really tells the whole story. It dominated that match early.
Stillwater with the 2 points for the takedown. For the first time, we're going to now see Stillwater on the defense as he starts in the down position.
As Opal will look to gain leverage. Up to their feet, there's the escape, and there's the point for the escape to take a 3-0 lead for the Ponies.
Locking arms here. Stillwater got the first takedown. We'll see if he can get another. St. Croix Falls goes for it. Gets 2 points.
Yeah, there's 2. A little late on the awarded points, but a good, nice single-leg takedown by Austin Opal. Owen looking to fight back. That cuts it to a 3-2 lead for the Ponies here in this one, second period.
First time we've seen Stillwater be on defense in this class.
Looking to flip him over. Opal, there's the reversal. 2 points. And the Ponies take a 5-2 lead.
Easy up. You're up. Your hips are up.
40 seconds to go. Three-point lead. Opal looking to get to his feet, looking to turn around, but good defense. Staying on top. 15 to go in the second. Under 10 seconds.
Come on, Owen!
St. Croix Falls looking for the reversal. Did not work. Stillwater holding strong. 5-2 now as we go to the third.
Now we're going to go to the third period. 5-2 lead for Stillwater here in this class. Five to 2. We'll see if Opal can do something here. Looking to go low and turn them over. They're both kind of locked in different spots. Opal's got him up. Tipsy-turvy turns them over again, looking to go
it's kind of acrobatic. They kind of kept rolling that way.
They keep flipping over. 1:20 to go in the third.
Although Stillwater was balancing on his head, he still has control of this one right now.
And that's the thing in that situation. You can definitely get a little lightheaded, lose some energy when he's got it flipped over like that. Opal. And they'll come back to the middle.
They're going to start standing up. That'll give 1 point to St. Croix Falls.
5-3 now. Now Ponies off the takedown. Go up 4 with 7-3. Here in the third, 45 seconds left in the third period. Owens has got to lock in, take control, don't let him up, and this will be another weight class win for Stillwater.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. 7-3 lead for Stillwater here at 138. Looking to flip over, but he's going to take this one home, leading by 4, 5 seconds to go. And that'll do it. Stillwater with the win at 138. Owen Boudelet wins at 138.
He stayed in control the entire round. We saw a few reversals, a few releases by St. Croix Falls, but Stillwater had that one in control.
So it'll be Kirsten Rieselman, the junior, here at 145 for Stillwater. And it's going to be Cole Marco, the sophomore, at 145 here for St. Croix Falls. We talked about Cole Marco, number 1 in the state at 145 in Division III in Wisconsin. And Rieselman up early, 1-0 on the escape. 10-point lead there. You see 17-7 in favor of Stillwater.
2 points early for St. Croix Falls on this one.
And another, it's 4-1. Cole Marco quickly has gotten out to a 3-point lead here in the first. We're not even halfway through the first. Well, Marco's got him locked in, chest to the mat, looking to get up. Use the knees to propel you to your feet. Marco and Rieselman here at 145.
Come on, Kirsten.
Cole Marco's got those arms, well, one of his arms, he's got the right arm locked in, looking to lock in the left arm. Marco trying to flip him over with St. Croix Falls down 10. There's looking to stay active, driving with the legs. Kirsten Rieselman looking to hang in there with 30 seconds to go in the first.
Let's go, Kirsten.
It's Cole Marco has this one locked in. He's been in control. Got the one shoulder down. Official counts, and that'll do it. Cole Marco.
Only took 1 minute, 52 seconds on that one in the first round. Some big points on the board that St. Croix Falls ended up needing.
And that'll put them to within 4 on the team scoreboard. Bennett Bergman will wrestle here at 152 for St. Croix Falls. And it will be Trey Cruzy at 152 for the Ponies.
A few tall players in this one.
Yep, so Cruzy number 1 in the state at 145. Now, both of these wrestlers, or I should say Bergman, or he's number 6 in the state at 160. So one's going up, one's going down, and they're meeting in the middle here at 152.
Outside the mat to start.
Early points for Croix. He got the early takedown as the Ponies are ahead 2-0.
Go, Trey.
Croix looking to gain control once again. Croix up 2-0 here in this match. Ponies ahead by 4 on the team scoreboard with 1.5 minutes to go. Croix looking to flip him over. Bergman doing a good job defensively. If you've noticed on our scoreboard graphic, anytime points are scored, it says goal. This is not soccer. Yes. It's not hockey. We'll give you an explanation. Our graphics and our production software does not have wrestling as a sport. So we have the soccer goal. So whenever they score, that's why it says goal. So if you're wondering at home, if you're watching the right thing based on the scoreboard graphic, no, you're watching wrestling. That's just what happens when points are added with this specific scoreboard graphic. 2-0 for Croix in this one.
St. Croix Falls looking for the reversal there. Not going to be able to get it. It's going to be a quick pin.
Cruzy's got him down.
1 minute, 30 seconds in the first round.
Great job by Trey Cruzy. Another look, and he did a good job getting leverage, turning him over. And a big win for Cruzy, knocking off the number 6 wrestler in the state of Wisconsin at 160.
You could have seen in that replay, St. Croix Falls was trying to go for the reversal, and Stillwater had him in position.
It'll be James Kemp here at 160 for St. Croix Falls, and it's going to be Hunter Leiden at 160 for the Ponies. He's pumped up. He's ready to go. Hunter Leiden, number 2 in the state at 152 in Minnesota Class 3A. And early on, he's going to get 2. Ponies have a 10-point lead on the team scoreboard.
Quick takedown for Stillwater. Releases right away. Gives St. Croix Falls a point.
It's a 2-1 lead now. Leiden looking to get more. Action picking up. There's 2. Leiden goes up 4-1.
St. Croix Falls once again for the release. 4-2 now.
Yep, 4-2. A lot of points here early in this one. Not even 30 seconds through, now we are. There's a nice takedown. That is textbook single leg takedown. 6-2 lead for Hunter Leiden.
St. Croix Falls looking for the reversal, did not get it, and that's going to be costly for him.
Yeah, Leiden looked like he might have been able to get one shoulder down on Kemp, James Kemp, the junior, and he escapes for a point. 6-3. Hunter Leiden up here for the Ponies. He acquires 2 more to increase his lead to 5 with 45 seconds left in the first period. Going to get up, turn the ball. He's got the shoulders down.
This is going to be very close.
Got him locked in. Official looking for it, and there it is. Hand to the man. Ponies increase their lead.
That is the 3rd time Stillwater has pinned its opponent in the first round.
Hunter Leiden getting it done. Ponies increase their team lead to 29-13, and you mentioned they've been very good here as these have gone on. They're pinning some very good wrestlers from St. Croix Falls in the first period.
And for the Ponies, Ryder Radotsky.
Ryder Radotsky.
Go, Ryder. Go, Ryder.
Will wrestle here at 170 for the Ponies. Anthony Will for St. Croix Falls.
With the fall for Ryder. And the team score is 29-13 in favor of Stillwater.
Ryder Rydotsky, although he's up to 170, he's number 2 in the state at 160, as he's got nearly 2 points with the takedown. Official counting, Ryder Rydotsky's got him down, or at least one shoulder. And it would continue the trend, near 3 for the near fall. Puts him up 5-0.
Stillwater trying to roll him over. You could see that hook through the leg was no good. He's now just going to let him release.
Yeah, for a point. 5-1.
St. Croix Falls looks for a fake. Going for it again.
Oh, great job on the block, and then he turns around, gets into position. Anthony Will looking to get out, doesn't. Rydotsky turns him over for the takedown. Official had the count.
One shoulder down already, and
there it is. Another pin in the first period, and Stillwater continues to build the lead. 35-13.
That is 4 pins in the first period. And Ted, I have to tell you, they're all ending right around 90 seconds in the first period. Almost all of them, 90, 95 seconds. Might be a strategy of theirs. We'll see.
We'll see how this continues to go with 3 more weight classes. But it seems like as the weight classes progress, Stillwater gets better and better. It'll be Roman Rydotsky here at 182. And he'll take on Khaled Leahy, the senior for St. Croix Falls.
Stillwater quickly goes for the lock.
There's Rydotsky. Turns him over. Going to give him 2 for the takedown. Official starts the count. Got that one shoulder down. Roman trying to turn him over. Now on the other shoulder. Rydotsky. He might do it before that 90-second mark.
That is true. That did not take long.
And there it is.
30 seconds.
That was at the 30-second mark. Roman Rydotsky puts Stillwater in front 41-13. St. Croix Falls started off well, but these pins and these falls in the first period just show that how dominant this ponies team is. At 195, it'll be Jawan Cockfield taking on McKinley Erickson, who's 10th in the state, at 195.
With the falls by the Rokotskis, the ponies lead 41-13 in the duel.
15 seconds in, no one's quite taken control so far.
St. Croix Falls looking for the pole.
30 seconds in.
The bigger your weight class is, you're not going to see as many quick moves to try to take down from the legs. It's going to mainly be a pull down or a lift.
Erickson. No one on the board yet. Over a minute gone by in the first. As they separate. Erickson's got him locked in, looking to take him down. Cockfield hopping around. And there's the takedown. As Erickson goes up 2-0 here early in this one.
Come on, Juwan.
Just one big move so far in the first. That's all that separated these two.
Stillwater's played defense this entire first round.
That'll do it at the end of the first.
But played pretty good defense with only 2 points awarded to St. Croix Falls. Stillwater looks to the bench. Stillwater's going to be able to start on the offense here.
You're watching Pony Wrestling presented by Joseph's Restaurant in Oak Park Heights. Ted LaBrue alongside Tim Shigan. Point for the escape. And Erickson goes up 3-0. Stillwater Ponies Wrestling ranks second in the state year thus far. Got that big 41-13 lead here on the scoreboard. Our next sports broadcast will be a doubleheader of hockey. Tuesday night, girls taking on Woodbury. Girls are looking awfully good. Top 10 in the state, and the big boys hockey matchup as Hill Murray comes to the St. Croix Valley Rec Center for the first time in over a decade. Stillwater Hill Murray on Tuesday night. 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock for those two games right here on all the VEC TV platforms. Minute 20 to go here in the second.
Push him down.
There's the takedown for St. Croix Falls.
And there's the points. 5-0 lead for McKinley Erickson. Looking to get him on the pin. Turn him over. He did.
There it is.
Cockfield trying to get out of it. And that's it. He couldn't. He was locked in. Not much he could do about that one.
First pin for St. Croix Falls tonight.
And it's 41-19. After that pin.
Now wrestling for the St. Kyle Zem. And wrestling for the Ponies, Logan.
It'll be at 2:20. It'll be Kyle Zem, the senior for St. Croix Falls. And it's Logan Warren here for the Ponies. 2 more classes this, and then we've got the heavyweights. Heavyweights will be Andy Rantilla for Stillwater, and then Tanner Gaffey for St. Croix Falls.
Staying locked up so far.
Always looking for history, always looking to tout a historic. This will be our very first interstate time we've ever broadcasted a Wisconsin team.
Well, there you go.
Live here on VAC TV. We syndicated a TSB television broadcast from Mike Peden where they soccer played Hudson.
Okay.
But in terms of a VAC-produced game, this is the first time we've ever broadcasted a Wisconsin featured team or a team from another state.
So can kind of break down a little bit. How does that work? Because I know there's like the Minnesota State High School League and Wisconsin. How does that all work?
So you can schedule teams from other states in non-conference. Of course, you'll play all your conference meets and your matches depending on what sport you're in. But you can cross over for these non-conference games. You can schedule them out and do them. So that's nothing. They could schedule a team from Alaska if they really wanted to. You know, so that's been done before. There's actually a good example of that, even though. You saw, in terms of boys basketball, a couple of weeks ago, you saw the game telecasted on ESPN when Minnehaha Academy played against Sierra Canyon from California, featuring LeBron James' son at the Target Center. So, you know, sometimes they'll get together for special events and special things like that. So that's when the Minnesota team plays a California team.
I see.
So, yeah, you can schedule those.
Are you telling me if we ever play a California team, we get to go to California?
Maybe. Maybe. A minute 10 here to go. A 41-19 team lead here for the Ponies.
Minute into the first round here. No takedowns yet. Just been locking arms.
Here at 220, Logan Warren for Stillwater, and it's Kyle Zem for St. Croix Falls.
Still a little bit more blood from the nose, it looks like, of Stillwater. Getting cleaned up here a little bit. Double checking the mat for any blood. Kind of difficult to find that on this mat, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And Matt cleanup crew for the ponies tonight is Matt.
We're right in between, as we take a look at some replays here, right in between a couple of just so great weather happenings.
That's true.
Here, this meet tonight. Of course, the temperatures were waking up this morning. Looked to my phone, it's -7.
That's true.
I'm like, who scheduled this one?
Exactly.
And then tomorrow, of course, expected 8 to 12 inches in the area, here in the metro area. So we're getting this one in while we can, and wasn't too cold. No polar vortex of any kind to cancel it because of the temperatures, as we're back underway in the first period. On the reversal, 2 points. Zem takes a 2-0 lead for St. Croix Falls. Looking to turn him over. Got the shoulder down.
First points up on the board.
Had both shoulders. Rolled him over off of his head. Trying to roll him back. Get both shoulders down. Zem doing a great job.
There it is. Looking at it very close.
There it is.
There it is.
Kyle Zem, the senior at 220, gets the victory for St. Croix Falls. And after the stoppage, it was all Kyle Zem. St. Croix Falls cuts it to 41-25. As we are now going to go to the heavyweight.
Now wrestling for the Saints,
Tanner Gaffey, the junior, will wrestle for St. Croix Falls. It'll be Andrew Rantella here for the ponies. So it looks like the ponies are going to be victorious here tonight, but we'll see just by how much, as big heavyweights will do battle. Rantilla against Gaffey. Tanner Gaffey, #1 in the state at 285.
Come on, Andy.
Over in Wisconsin. Gaffey got 2 points there. Gaffey takes the early lead. And the escape makes it 2-1. And another reverse and an escape. 4-2 in favor of Gaffey. There's Rantilla. Gets his leg picked up by Gaffey. Gaffey's got him in the air. Clipped him. Slipped the leg. And 2 points. A 6-2 lead for Gaffey. Gaffey trying to roll Rantilla over and get some points. Gaffey, look at the power. Just rolls him over. Got him on his shoulder. Slap on the mat. And that'll do it. St. Croix Falls finishes strong. But in the middle weight classes, Stillwater is going to do enough to come away with a victory in this one, 41-31. But that was a quick one. A lot of pins as we got through those first couple of weight classes. It was almost pins all the way through.
That is very correct.
So that'll wrap things up. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to wrap up this duel. Stillwater remains in good favor, winning this one 41-31 over St. Croix Falls. We'll be back to put a bow on this one right after this on VAC TV.
I took this over in 1974, 19 years old, and started to develop the restaurant as a Big Ben restaurant here. I liked it so much that I decided I wanted to put my own stamp on it. So what I did was I bought everybody out and put my own name up in lights. That 45 years means a lot to us. That's huge. We're trying to stay current with what's available now. We gutted everything out. We changed all of it. We changed the floors to hardwood floors. We changed the ceilings, different elevations. We've added a lot of wood to it. And when I was 19 years old, I never thought about having a bar. Now I have a bar. It blows them away when they walk in the door. Everybody says, wow, this is different. This is nice. We want to reciprocate. We want to say, hey, thanks for eating here. Thanks for supporting us. We're supporting you. So if the hospital does an event, we want to be part of it. If the chamber does an event, we want to be part of it. If the school's doing an event, we want to be part of it. We want to help with that because of our success, because of you.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man who gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Strawberries? Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Mr. Dennis McDonough.
Two more times. Come on.
It's gonna collect in some kind of a basin up here.
It is just an unbelievable experience and advantage that we're giving to kids.
(41-31) the final. Ponies do exactly what they need to do as they get back on the winning track here in this one. A 41-31 victory in this duel over St. Croix Falls. Ted LaRue, I'm joined by the head coach of the Ponies, Tim Hartung. Tim, early in this one, kind of those early matches kind of went the distance. Is that kind of what you expected them to kind of go the entire six there early in those later weight classes?
Well, those are our younger guys.
Yep.
A little less experienced.
Right. Yep.
They're coming along, but yeah, their matches tend to go along, the distance way more than as you've seen in our middleweight.
Right.
So
yeah.
We always expect that. We know that our strength is in the middle.
Right, exactly. And that's no doubt about it. The strength was in the middle, fall after fall, especially in the first period. What makes those guys so strong from match to match, where they can finish it, not only finish it, but finish it so early?
Really, all of our guys, we spend a ton of time in our focus on top, but our guys in the middle, I mean, they're dominant wrestlers, and we preach attacking the entire time, never letting them kind of rest. Yep. And we catch guys in a lot of situations where they're resting or taking a break, and it usually comes out to our advantage.
I mean, you guys had guys like Reed, like Josh, that were not in the lineup tonight. Does the way you performed in the middleweight speak to also your depth that you have on the roster?
Yeah, for sure. We have 4 horses out, but we've talked about that. We've had 5 or 6 guys out already this year, and we're not making excuses for that. We have guys that are capable, that are waiting to get their turn. So it's next man up, and you can tell they're the inexperienced when they get out there, but they're wrestling hard. That's what we can ask from them.
Coming off the loss to St. Michael Albertville, what does it do for the confidence? St. Croix Falls is a pretty good team in the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was interesting this past Saturday trying to get our guys to believe they could beat a strong St. Michael team without 5 really tough wrestlers in our lineup. And, if you looked at the lineup, it's like, we can't win, Coach. We did a few things. They wrestled hard, but, we're just looking to get healthy this last 6 weeks.
So you mentioned the last 6 weeks before you get to playoff time, looking to get back to state. What does this team have to do to be able to, right now rank second in the state, what do they have to do to be able to get and reach their goals to the end of the year?
Our thing is to be healthy and then excited. We're just not healthy. We've been banged up all year long since Christmas. And, the whole team takes a toll when you positively when everybody's in there, because it's just a momentum train. And then differently when we have guys that step in that are a little less experienced, you can feel the momentum drop. So, we're excited. We know what we have. If we can get everyone healthy and clicking at the right time, we know what we have.
You'll make a trip back to the state final. We appreciate it here. Thanks for coming aboard. That'll wrap things up here from the stable tonight. Stillwater with a 41-31 dual victory over St. Croix Falls.
The preceding broadcast of Stillwater Pony Sports on VAC TV has been supported by Joseph's Restaurant. Thank you for watching VAC TV Sports.